Just 2 days to go for the final, the mega final of the 2015 World Cup. And what better than the two co-hosts, Australia and New Zealand, to make it to the final at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. For Australia, it is yet another moment when they will be clashing for the title. They have been doing so since 1987 quite regularly, except in the 92 World Cup and the 2011 World Cup. They have been pretty much regular at the finals, and they pretty much know the drill of the final, so to speak. Here with me is Bharat Sundaresan as we preview the final of the 2015 World Cup between Australia and New Zealand. Welcome to the show, Bharat.
Thanks, Chandresh.
I think this is the best chance for New Zealand. I think they won't get a better chance and better set of players to win a World Cup ever. The 2019 World Cup is too far away, and I think this core of players are primed to win the World Cup. I think I'm going with New Zealand because the overall package that they offer, they've got two performing all-rounders, they've got depth in their batting, they've got a well-rounded pace attack, they've got Daniel Vettori, which Australia don't have, and above all, they've got a captain who I think will be the hero of this World Cup, Brendan McCullum. Do you agree with me on that?
I don't. I mean, there's one thing that Australia do know how to do. That is to win titles. They don't lose too often in the finals. They lost one in '96 and then they won the following three World Cup finals. So they know how to lift trophies. New Zealand have been there. This is their first time there. And I want to borrow a quote from Shane Warne the other day. It's going to be a lot different walking out to bat at the MCG, the 95 meters to the center with 95,000 booing you or like cheering for the opposition team as compared to walking the 35 meters to the center of Eden Park with 35,000 baying for you. I mean a partisan crowd, Kiwi crowd cheering for you. It's going to be totally different. You call Brendan McCullum as one of the heroes of the tournament. He's given them that momentum. He's gone after every pace attack, but he's not come up against the bowling attack of Australia's caliber in Australian conditions. Will his risk risky kamikaze knocks, pay off in the big ground that is the MCG. The opportunities of getting caught out are more, and I feel Australia are going to steamroll New Zealand just because they have the confidence and they know how to win trophies.
It remains to be seen what happens there, but I think that overall, if you go to see, New Zealand will be proud of the effort that their side has put in this World Cup. I, for one, have been following New Zealand for the last 2 years and I've been completely amazed at the turnaround in their fortunes. I think 2 years ago, when they were bowled out for under 40 in South Africa in a test match, that's when they got together as a group. Brendan McCullum had taken over as captain in controversial circumstances. From there to have sculpted a side and made a side out of nothing is a big achievement. Ross Taylor was welcomed back into the setup. Remember, he had resigned as a captain 3 years ago after fighting with the coach and fighting with the system. Now Australia, on the other hand, have also had a 2-year dream run in the sense that, remember, right here in India, they had the homework gate where their coach actually sacked a few players and sent them back, including Shane Watson. They were the subject of ridicule worldwide. Then they go to England and lose the Ashes, and from there on, things have changed. People talk about not confusing formats, but I think it's very important to note that the confidence of one format has rubbed off on the other, and in the case of both Australia and New Zealand, the confidence of doing well in test matches has rubbed off in one-day cricket.
Absolutely, and you spoke about co-hosts meeting in the final. The co-hosts met in the final even in 2011, but this time around, what's good is the two best teams in this tournament are meeting each other in the final, the grand final, and like you said, New Zealand's achievement is remarkable. From where they've come, like you said, they were a team in disarray. They didn't know who their captain was, they didn't know who their senior players were. Guptill, nobody rated him before the World Cup. Now he has the 237 not out to his name, and it's just remarkable how they've built up. And they have redefined how one-day cricket should be played. The fact that McCullum is scoring 50s of 20 balls, he's not caring about his wicket. He's just not caring about his statistics. He's just going after it. And the fact that he's having 4 to 5 slips in the 13th and the 14th over, they just redefined one-day cricket. They've said that if you want to win one-day cricket, one-day matches, you just keep at the opposition. You don't let your foot off their throat. And similarly with Australia, not many rated them as a cricket team a couple of years ago. They thought that they were going the West Indies way, and to the way Michael Clarke and George Bailey, who unfortunately will sit out this game, built up this team is quite remarkable, and it's great for us as neutrals that the two best teams are facing each other.
That's right, Bharat, and I think it's going to be an electric final, perfect finale to a tournament that's lasted for more than a month. what better than the hosts making it to the final and both hosts having a chance to cheer their teams. On that note, that's it for this edition of World Cup Express. Keep watching Indian Express's YouTube channel for more.